Hello everyone, this is H.M.O.C. and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a wholesale order for 300 of these little ice cream scoop bath truffles. So she wanted 200 of the rainbow, so I've already got that portion done. And that's what you're seeing here. And over here, this mess. As you can see, I have my baking soda and stuff, getting ready to make the second half of this order, which are 100 of the Napolitano, which is going to be 3 different colors: white for the vanilla, red or pink for the strawberry, and a brown chocolate color for the chocolate. So have my bowls and everything. As you can see, my workspace is really small. So what I'm going to do is just take these off. These were here drying overnight. So I'm just going to take these off and set them on a shelf. And then I'm going to get started with this. I've already started measuring out my baking soda. Here's my KitchenAid, my handy KitchenAid, which is going to help me in my endeavors today. And then I've got some raw, can you see that? Nope. Raw cacao powder. That's going to do the chocolate. I'm going to leave the white, and then I'm going to use a bath bomb color for the red. So I'll show you what I'm doing there in the next step. Okay, so I have everything mixed, laid out, and ready to go. There's the chocolate, there's the vanilla, and there's the strawberry color. Then I have a separate bowl here. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little bit of each color, because this is not, as you can see, it's not clumping together. This doesn't really, I mean, it will clump together a little bit, but not a lot. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of each color in here. Sorry to be doing this one-handed. And this is where I'm going to mix the colors. So I'm going to keep these 3 bowls back here separate, and there's my tray to put the scoops on. And then I'm going to spritz with my little water solution mix. It's a little bit of water and a little bit of alcohol. And I'm going to spritz what's in this bowl, wet that down, and then scoop it from here and mix the colors. So I keep this sort of pliable, so while I'm working with a smaller amount, that these 3 back here won't get hard. So let me scoop a couple and I'll come right back. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do this. I've got a little bit of the 3 colors in the mixing bowl, and all the rest are still separate. So I'm keeping the colors separate. Then I put a little bit in here, spritz over it a couple of times, not too many. Today I'm finding it's drying out a bit faster because I do have the fan on, trying to dry some other stuff. So I'm having to spritz a little bit more than I usually do. So I put a little bit on, spritz it, and then I'll put another little bit on top of that, of the colors on top of that, keeping them as separate as possible. And the chocolate. For some reason I have a lot more of the brown chocolate color and the white than I do the red strawberry color. So I'm using a bit more than that of those 2. So I just spritz on the top. And you can always spritz more as you're going on if you find it's drying out. Then I try to scoop as many of the colors as I can into the scoop. Press it down. Scoop a little bit more. And I'm just pressing it in, trying to get it worked in really good so it takes that form. And I do notice with this particular scoop, it's a lot better than the plastic ones I had. I've broken probably about 3 of the plastic ones. And this one is a metal one. It's like an industrial, commercial kind of restaurant sort of quality one. And I'm finding it's working pretty good. So I actually put it in my hand like this so I can feel when it comes out. And that's it. Okay, sorry about that. The battery died. So I'm actually just pushing them together because it's the big hole in the middle. So like I was saying, you can spritz them as often as you like. If you find them drying out, I actually just spritzed them and I see it's foaming. So I'm going to wait 2 seconds just to let that go down a little bit. And then, like I was saying, I like to turn it out in my hand because I think I can feel it better as it's coming out of the scoop. When I put it on the cookie sheet, I find that it almost, I don't know, breaks up, or it's not as solid as I would like it to be. I mean, it kind of looks more like an ice cream scoop, but I don't know. to each his own, I guess. So I just pack it in here as tightly as I can. And as you can see, and as tightly as it would go. And actually, just gonna like cup it in my hand, and I can feel it coming out. So once that happens, it stops. And see, it doesn't go. See how the ridges don't go all the way, like the back side is smooth. I'm fine with that. And it still looks like an ice cream to me. When I put it on here, I'll show you one. It like breaks up more to me. I tried it a couple of times and I actually like it better in my palm. But let's see, if I put it on here, can you see that? Somewhat. Alright, so watch it turn out really nice this time. See? It broke up a little bit. See how it's like got a really... I mean, it's okay. And then it's got all that excess. And it might be drying out a little bit, but I mean, that one's okay. But I still like it in my hand. And you can mix this in a KitchenAid. I only do it in a KitchenAid because it's a lot quicker for me, especially doing this many. And I find that doing it with, you can even do it with a hand mixer. The coloring, putting coloring in, it's so much faster. Like with the KitchenAid, I think it was like 5 seconds, 10 seconds to color the base. As I've done it by hand, probably about 10-15 minutes to color the base. I mean, it's just a time-wise. You can do it all by hand, or you can use a KitchenAid or hand mixer to do this. But either way, it still comes out the same. It still works. You don't have to have a KitchenAid to do these. And if you find pushing it out on a cookie sheet works better for you, then by all means, go ahead. But I find in my hand works a lot better for me. Let me just put them on the cookie sheet to dry. And I'll come back and show you when I'm finished, because I have a lot more to go. Alright. Okay, so I finally finished. On this tray it's 40. And on the back tray it's 60 or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, it's 100. And I'm finished this 100. Now I'm just going to wait for these to dry. They look so cute and they smell so awesome. Really, really good. And I'm going to wait for these to dry. I'm actually going to give them, we usually give them 24 hours, but these I'm going to give 48 hours to dry. It's kind of humid here, and I want them to be really, really rock solid when I go to, I think I'm going to shrink wrap these. Usually I just wrap them in like the cling wrap, saran wrap, but I think I'm going to shrink wrap these because that's going to go a lot quicker than saran wrapping 300 mini bath truffles. So that's what I'm going to do. And one other thing before I go, everyone has been asking me where I get things from. So in the next couple of videos, what I'm going to do is just what I'm using at the time. I'm just going to tell you where I got it from. Now these pens here, there's like a cookie sheet. This one's a really big one. I have about 3 different sizes. These came from H.M.O.C when we were in New York. We're not in New York anymore, so I wouldn't know where to get these from. But this is, if you're in New York or you have an H.M.O.C near you, that's where I got these trays. And they're really big. They're really great for carrying things, putting things on, and every kind of stuff. I will tell you, they do still have these, but most of the stuff I've had for years. I haven't bought anything recently except for the ice cream scoop that I'll show you, and that's about it. Yeah, because I broke the other one that I had that I got from Michael's. So other than that, I've had this stuff. These trays I've had for about 3 years now, but they do still have them because I saw them just before I left New York in December. So yeah, they do still have these. These bowls, I have 2 of them. I got these in the clearance section, which I always check out, at Walmart. They were Super Bowl snack bowls. I don't know. So I guess you put your chips and stuff in it for the Super Bowl. And it was after football season, and I guess they had some left, and they were putting them on clearance. I mean, I love these bowls. They had more. I picked up 2. I always pick up at least 2 of each thing, if I can. and I wish I would have picked up more because they come in really handy. I pick up at least 2 of everything because when I have stuff on scale and I back and forth trying to put the different ingredients in, if it zeroes out or shuts off on me, there's no way to put it back to 0 to know how much I have put in. So that's why I usually buy at least 2 of everything so I can zero out my scale just in case I need to, if I don't add enough or I'm adding more stuff in and I don't know how much went into it, I can kind of figure it out. So that's why I at least buy 2 of everything. So that's why I picked up only 2 bowls. I wish I would have picked up more. These stainless steel spoons, I have a couple of different designs. It doesn't really matter because I'm using them up here. And those came from the Dollar Tree. You'll notice a lot of my stuff I'll get from the Dollar Tree. I mean, can you beat these? They were 3 for $1. I remember when they were 4 in a pack for $1, but now they're 3 for $1. The gloves, yeah, I got these at Home Depot. They're like, I think called Grease Monkey gloves. I don't know. I'll get the package. This is a scoop I was talking about. I got this at the restaurant supply store, Gordon's. But any restaurant supply store, I'm pretty sure will carry them. My other one that I use for wax, it's like a big one that I use for wax. I got at a restaurant supply store in New York. This one I just got probably about 3 weeks ago. And it's been put to the test, believe you me. Not just on this order, but a couple of orders before that. I mean, and it's held up. It's not like the other plastic ones that you get from Michael's and different places. I got one at Kohl's one time, which was stainless steel. I even broke that. So this one, the mechanism on it is a little different. So I like that better. I'll show you the other ones that I got that I've broken several of in a minute. This little bowl here, it's nice, but it's not as deep as these. I like the deepness and I can get more in these, but this is nice for small little things, like I was mixing the 3 colors in these. This one I got at the dollar store. They still have these because I just saw these the other day. I was in there. These came from, they were a set of 4, I believe, from Walmart. They're just the plastic kitchen spoons. This KitchenAid mixer, which fits my KitchenAid, which is right here, came from Amazon because my original bowl that came with my KitchenAid did not have a handle, and I like the fact that I can hold on to this better than, you know, than basically the other one that doesn't have a handle. So that's my mixing bowl. And my scale came from Amazon too. I've had that quite a few years. The little spatulas that I use, I got from Walmart, like $1 something. Not really sure. Can't remember because it's been that long. These, I have a couple, I have 2 sets of these. They're the stainless steel measuring cups. I got these from Bed Bath & Beyond. These come in really handy because, as you will see, just reaching over here, I have this set that I had originally from the dollar store, and I mean, it's been going great, but I just, with making these, I just broke the handle off the 1 cup measurement going into the baking soda because it was hard. Oh well, it's about, I would say this is about 3, 4 years old maybe, so I guess it was time for a new one. And my sifter, which is a fiberware, you can't see that, but anyway, it's really good, but it was really expensive. It was like $19 something. It was crazy. And I've seen them for cheaper, so I wish I would have waited, but I needed it. And this is the first one, decent one I found. Like some of them I found where they connected, this part right here, wasn't that great. Like it almost looked like it would come out with one use. So I mean, this looks, I guess that's why it was so expensive. This looks very well put together. If you can see, it's like the threading is almost embedded in the plastic there. So yeah, I guess that's why it was so expensive. This funnel I got as a set from the dollar store. These little Pyrex sort of little dishes came from the dollar store. This is just a smaller version of that, I think. I have two different sizes in these. These came from the dollar store. I have two different sizes of these, and then I have another one which is an anchor, and I got that from Bed Bath & Beyond. And this little guy is just an old measuring cup that the numbers, the measurements, as you can barely see them, have rubbed off because of so much use in the kitchen. So since I can't use it for that, I decided to use it up here, and I use it mostly for measuring my butters and oils in, or my fragrances if I need something bigger than those that I usually do. And my knife, it's a set of two. They are Bobby Flay knives. Anyway, I got these from Kohl's, and of course, you know, with Kohl's, if you have a charge, they give you a discount. They always have a coupon. They're always having a sale. So I think I paid for the two of them under $20 by the time it was all said and done. And then they gave me, I think, $10 or $20 on the cash box back or whatever it was. So I mean, they were virtually free when all was said and done. So yeah, who can beat that? Let me show you. I'm just going to sit this up here. Whoops. Sorry. It's on my tripod. I didn't want to take it off. So let's see if I can set you up here. And here are the gloves. Yeah, Grease Monkey gloves. And it's a 100 pack. The Great for Mechanics, it says. Disposable black gloves, really good. I mean, I could probably use them. I reuse them. I do. I will wash them out. Like right now, these pairs sitting here, I would, when I'm washing up my dishes, I'll wash them out, let them dry out, and I'll reuse them. So they're fine. Once they got a hole in it, of course, I won't reuse them. I'll just chuck them out because, I mean, I don't remember how much these 100 gloves were. I don't know. I've been using them for a while, and as you can see, I'm probably halfway through. And this box is probably about a year old, maybe longer. Because I did get it in New York, so yeah, at least a year old. So I know I didn't get them recently. So that's my gloves, Home Depot. Like in the tools aisle. That's where I got them from. So that's about it. I mean, as I go along, the different things I'll use. The wax paper is just regular wax paper from the dollar store, I think. I was in there, I needed wax paper. I got it. So the little spritz bottle, yes, again, the travel pack from the dollar store. 3 of these for $1. I actually used these for putting my lotions and body spritz in for the gift baskets that I make for like the holidays and Christmas and all that kind of stuff. That's what this is. I grab one of those and that's what I'm using it for, my little spritz mix. Okay, so that is my Neapolitan mini ice cream scoop bath truffles. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and you have a great day. Okay, so we have finished them. They are nice and dried thoroughly, and as you can see, they're nice and hard, so they're ready to be packaged up. So what I have over here is my other glove. I have a couple of shrink wrap bags. I think I'm going to use the 6x6, and then I can get 4 in each and then just seal them around them. So I think that's what I'm going to use. I also have these just in case I run out, because I know I've used some out of here. I know it's another 100 in here. If I run out, I can always use these ones and get them done. So we're going to start packaging them up, and they're going to be individually wrapped, shrink wrapped, and get these puppies shipped off to their final destination at a spa in Singapore. So I'll show you how I go about wrapping them.